Pastor Darrell Scott. I've had the honor and privilege to work with then candidate, now President Trump, and to observe him behind the scenes and have a number of personal conversations with him. And people ask me, why do I defend him so vociferously? And I say it's easy for me to do because I know him. And he's shown me his heart, and I know he has a heart for all Americans. And I will say this administration has taken a lot of people by surprise, and it's going to surprise you guys even more because this is probably the most proactive administration regarding urban America and the faith-based community in my lifetime. And I'll be 60 years old in December. But when I think back on, I use good hair dye. And I've got a great makeup artist. But to be honest, this is probably going to be and I'm going to say this at this table, the most pro-black president that we've had in our lifetime because, and I try to, analyze the people that I encounter. This president actually wants to prove something to our community, our faith-based community and our ethnic community. The last president didn't feel like he had to. He felt like he didn't have to prove. He got a pass. This president this administration is probably going to be more proactive regarding urban revitalization and prison reform than any president in your lifetime. If we work together, give them a chance. Don't pay any attention to these guys back here. And I promise you, we will do something that we will. This administration will continue to make history. It's going to be a lot of positive change. Great things are on the horizon. I promise you.
I have to say one thing about Darrell. So I didn't know him at all, and I'm watching one of the, I would say, unfriendly groups of broadcasters, to put it nicely. And I said, "Who is that guy?" He was destroying them. I say, "Who is he?" Then I saw him 2 or 3 times, and I said, I have to meet him. But I want to just thank you. You have been incredible. You are some voice. And when I heard, okay, tell him, how long are you married? Tell me.
39 years.
Okay.
38 years.
So I thought he was like 35 years old. Okay. So did you.
Exactly.
And then he said, say hello to my wife. He said, I've been married 39 years. I said, you're married 39 years. I thought you were 35 years old, right? But you're doing a good job. You're obviously doing it right because you look great, and we really appreciate it.
We're going to be all right.
Right from the beginning.
Darrell's been working with us a lot. And,
Great.
He used to live on my street when he was a kid. In the same city.
Small world. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So, in order for you to be considered to be used as a lapdog, a scapegoat, and a pawn for white supremacy in Clockwork Orange, aka Donald Trump's administration, right? In order for you to be considered a part of his white supremacist strategy to make it seem like he's not racist, you gotta be somebody like this so-called Pastor Darrell Scott from Cleveland, right? As you saw with the video, he said that Donald Trump is the most pro-black president in our lifetime, according to him. He deserves obviously a nomination for Coon of the Year, probably a lifetime supply of butter biscuits, et cetera, et cetera. But what is this really doing for him? He is a staunch Republican, right? Black Republicans is an oxymoron. What are you trying to conserve? Obviously, you're trying to conserve the agenda of white supremacy. You want to be white. Your criteria are being a pastor, being a black pastor in a black church, and a Christian, and believing in white Jesus. That's the criteria, And he passes with flying colors, and obviously him saying that Donald Trump is the most pro-black president in his lifetime. He's probably one of the upper echelon coons in the Donald Trump white supremacist regime to make it look like Clockwork Orange is not a racist. But, Pastor Darrell Scott is, like I said, is a Republican or conservative. He's trying to conserve the old ways of make America great again, making America how it used to be, where black people were overtly oppressed and just basically treated like non-humans. It's pretty much the same thing in today's age, but you have people who who have a staunch display of Stockholm syndrome, cognitive dissonance, post-traumatic slavery disorder, in supporting people like Donald Trump, right? But you know, when I saw the clip, I was like, well, what is he saying this for? What is he doing this for? So, you know, just reading some past articles about this guy, he voted for Barack Obama back in the day. He did vote for Barack Obama, but he has a disdain towards Hillary Clinton and Democrats. So, you know, from the little bit of, I guess, the turn of events that he had when Barack Obama was president, he decided to, you know, to be a full staunch conservative, or go back into supporting the old white supremacist ideology of the, you know, the Clockwork Orange administration of Donald Trump, right? So, you know, when you think about Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump back then, when they were running up against each other, I said, who's the lesser of two evils? I'm not voting for neither one of them, and I didn't. And so, you know, when you're classified as black and you're trying to vote for these guys, this guy here, Pastor Darrell Scott, when you hear, I saw his sermon, man, he has a huff and puff, Coon pastor preaching style. Yes, sir. And the Lord said, that's how he sounds. So, but like I said, man, you know, he is a Christian, a so-called Christian black pastor that believes in white Jesus, that, you know, that is doing any and everything to get those lifetime supply of butter biscuits as a lapdog, a puppet, and a pawn for white supremacy for this this organization that Donald Trump created to make it seem like Donald Trump is not a white supremacist, racist. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's, you know, I thought this was hilarious, man. You know, we do have an old abundant of, you know, old spiritual Negro coons who have the same ideology as this guy here, Pastor Darrell Scott. They're conservatives trying to conserve the old ways of white supremacy, and they just want to continue to support people that don't give a damn about black people. So that is, again, that is the display of Stockholm syndrome, cognitive dissonance, and post-traumatic slavery disorder. So anyway, family, those are my quick thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about this story. Let me know what you guys think. Just want to do a quick video on this. All my links for social media are down below in the description. GMOGMediaTV. Till next time, family, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace. Signing out.